it's a poem that speaks, well, I'm not going to tell you the poem, but I'm going to just read the poem. But the poem asks you to recognize that Kamal Barfe has been writing a lot about Barbados, and a lot of critics don't really follow that particular track. So this poem is called Hex, and it's dedicated to Margaret Gill, traveling to Atlantis. And list, you think it's only me? Philan Lowe, Elizabeth Bess, Elizabeth Clark, Tony Hickson, Margaret Gill are some of the young then poets that come out urged along, and he actually dedicated this big time, real big poet dedicated poems to us. So she sings of streams that are agutter with boulders, of rocks that have not forgotten their ancestry of iron. She quarrels like the dry seeds of the lotus rattle. She rattles like dry tambourine pods, like shacks. She shakes, and her tongue climbs a hill of dry consonants. She is alpha, she is omega, she is happy. It is not failure that disturbs her. She dreams and interprets her dreams. It is not crack of faith that disturbs her. She has seen too many ghosts, it is not fair. Or she is always alone, but she weepeth long into the night. White trail of salt is there upon her cheek. Among her loves there is none left to comfort her. All her friends, ladies of fashion, parsons of Bibles of temper, beggars who hurl stones into the mangrove stores, all have dealt treacherously with her. Her feet know quicksand, her steps know the sough of despond. The pathways, the doors, the jealousy windows, outlooks of uncertain knowledges, eyes peep, glints teal. These are now certainly enemies, and because her inheritance is swallowed by strangers, her houses, her beaches, the views of her landscapes, from which the youngsters suck milk, are turned over to tourists, to terrorists. She mothers us as if we were orphans and fatherless, as if she was a witch or a widow of prophets. All the peaks, the promontories, the coves, the glitter bays of her body have been turned into money, the grass plowed up and fed into mortar of houses for master, for mister, for massa, for mortal bath. Her sands are now owned by the minister Midas and have been burned into careful gold brochures. The leaves of her trees are now printed in Amsterdam. Her breadfruit is sold into foreigner factories and returned to her sons wrapped up in tins to be eaten as chips. And the lips of the bankers smile as they rip her children to death. There is more weed than food in the island, so she sits. Bandana icon, stool in the corner, that cool stone in the backyard, that flat rock underneath the cotton tree, the rocking chair on the enslaved veranda, black cigarettes, my mother. She will remember the eyes sinking into the night of dead water, cries of flame when there was gunfire, gong beat, and the crippled footsteps running from the tribe. She wears on her wrist the shadow of the chain, history of flesh written by whip and torture, legacy of bribe. For the sicknesses of the plantation, she gathers sticks, gutters them to fashion pipes, flutes, siphons, rambles of herbs. She powders and sniffs, offering prayers, proffering names, mint, nunu, chemaweed, shamar, pem-pem, piaba, fall dung bush, and she crumples words into curses. Let our happiness come. Let our happiness come. My face strikes a match of darkness. Scrape for your itches. Crack for your giddy spell, gutter and out for your blindness. Let unhappiness come, let unhappiness come. Work not for your mother, cry not for your father. Let unhappiness come, let unhappiness come. May you steal crusts of bread, may you nibble the neighbor's meal, curdle his milk, melt his oxen hoof down to glue. If you join a circle, break it. If the monkey is cool, tang of clay in the pool water, break it. If the baby will sleep, this curled thumb in the mouth, dribbling happiness, rake it, rake it. Even where the plague dog lies with his black tongue laughing, laughing, you must wake it, wake it. If you see white, it will not be the clay of celebration. If you see red, it will not be the elders approaching, for the rich slave cannot love you. The split back, ripped back of the animal from its pack of hearts cannot love you. The broken lives, broken eyes, scattering syllables of leaves cannot leave you. May unhappiness come, may unhappiness come, may unhappiness come, bloating the roots and the branches. May unhappiness come, may unhappiness come, halting the harvest. May you trip your foot up on Wednesday, may your mirror shatter on Sunday. I will hoot upon your head with oils and owls and John Crows. I will trap your legs with scorpions and blisters. Let unhappiness come, let unhappiness come, let unhappiness come. My face is toward the darkness where our voices are not one. But the children, locked away in their factories or schools, know nothing of these matters. They cannot change nothing that is theirs, not theirs. They eat paper, they spit out half-chewed words, they burn King Alfred's cakes, but cannot help with the housework. Bucket on head or water, they say no to. Sweeping the yard, they will not undertake. Milking the goat is impossible. They learn to smile with Keats and Milton, but forget Lizzie and Joe. They sing of men of harlots, but know nothing of the men who march from Congo Rock, from Belle Plaine, from Boss to Bell, from Huddersfield turning, calling for the rifles, not smatterers, calling for bread, not highly Bibles, calling for shillings, will break on their teeth into crack, into broken clay. The merchants got the money, but the monkeys got the men. Yes, the merchants got the money, but the monkeys got the men. Yes, the merchants got the money, and the people got the men. And our soul goes marching on. But the children know nothing of this in their prisons, except how to praise God, honor the king, and betray their own country. They will grow up to be good teachers, soft spreading doctors, lawyers, political liars, builders of lyrical bricks along the sandy shores of Atlantis. Other men will come, bringing flowers, shadows, slaughters. Other men will revive the strangled loves of their daughters, for the mind is dry where there are no rivers. The sky of hope shines high with barren metal. Where there are no water courses, I struggle through the river thorn, but I cannot find the pool. Thank you.